the crushing fear that our baby might die. There's the constant stress of figuring out how to care for him, and the feeling that there was not enough support in the world to help keep our little boy safe, healthy, and alive. I'm a mother and a wife who has lived with kidney disease for more than 20 years. And I have often felt that I faced this challenge alone. It wasn't only after both my husband and my son received their transplants that I realized I didn't have to feel so isolated. That I could have had the best possible companion to walk alongside me all these years. I could have turned to Northwest Kidney Centers, and I should have known. My husband Lincoln, his family's relied on Northwest Kidney Centers for many years and their care. I remember his sister, Lily Louie. She dialyzed at one of the Northwest Kidney Center clinics. She was always so happy there. She was surrounded by caregivers and friends who really loved her. And because kidney disease is so prevalent in Lincoln's family, his cousins and other extended relatives also received dialysis care at Northwest Kidney Centers. But Lincoln never needed dialysis. He was in his mid-40s when his kidney disease became so severe that he underwent a transplant. Before that, because he and his family had been living with kidney disease for generations, he knew about diet, exercise, and how to care for himself almost by osmosis. While we were raising Alan and his sister Anna, accommodating both Lincoln's and Alan's disease became a part of our regular routine of family life. The blood draws, the fluid infusions, the regular trips to the hospital whenever Alan got a cold, or any childhood disease or illness that threatened his immune system. The dietary considerations for my husband, who couldn't have salt because of his form of kidney disease, and for my son, who needed salt because of his unique condition. Sure, I took most of it in stride, but that's what you do when you're a mother and a wife. But I felt so isolated. I would fall into deep depressions, convinced that no one really understood or could adequately empathize the fact that kidney disease is a family affair. Anna and I were dealing with it as much as Alan and Lincoln were. I never sought out help from Northwest Kidney Centers. I never realized that they could be there for me, for all of us. When I was struggling with those competing nutritional requirements, I could have attended cooking classes, received one-to-one counseling, and even grocery store tours. When Lincoln was preparing for his transplant, and when Alan's transplant followed his father's about a year later, we could have all gone to pre-transplant classes together at Northwest Kidney Centers to understand in advance what we should expect. We could have taken advantage of social workers to help us navigate through the confusing financial, pharmaceutical, and emotional considerations that accompany living with a chronic disease. Our family did not have to face this alone. But now I know. Now I understand how critical it is for me to volunteer with Northwest Kidney Centers.